Good morning students. In this video, I am going to explain the two-port network and parameters. Here two-port network is used to analyze the small signal analysis of the transistor. So we are going to draw the equivalent circuit of the transistor by considering two-port network. First, let us see the two-port network. Here two-port network means it has two ports. Port 1 is represented as 1 and 1 dash and port 2 is represented as 2 and 2 dash. The voltage between port 1 and port 1 is V1 and port 2 is V2. This is the two-port network. Two-port network. So the voltage current entering into port 1 is I1 and current leaving to port 2 is I2. Here we have four variables I1 and V1, I2 and V2. Out of these four variables we are taking two as the independent variables and two as the dependent variables. Depending on we are taking the independent and dependent variables, we have different types of parameters. Those are impedance parameters. These are also called Z parameters or open circuit parameters. And second one is the Y parameters. Y parameters is also known as the short circuit parameters. In this we are taking two as the input variable, independent variables and two as the output variables. And one more is the hybrid parameters. Here we are taking, here also we are taking two input, two parameters as the dependent variables and two parameters as the independent variables. Now see the four. We are going to see in this class we are going to see Z parameters. What is the another name for Z parameters? It is also called impedance parameters. Z means impedance. And second one is Y parameters. And third one is the hybrid parameters. Hybrid parameters. It is also represented as H parameters. H means hybrid. H parameters. Now let us see one by one briefly. First one, Z parameters. In Z parameters, V1 and V2 is called independent parameters. Independent parameters and I1 dependent parameters. Dependent parameters. Independent means the values of V1 and V2 is depends on the remaining factors. That means V1 and V2 values depends on I1 and I2. Here depend means the values I1 and I2 values not depend on the input variable V1 and V2. So the equations for Z parameters are V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 equal to, this is the equation 1 and Z21 I1 plus Z22 V2. This Z22, this is the equation 2. So if you observe from these equations, the value of V1 is depends on Z11 I1, Z12 I2 and the value of V2 is depends on Z21 I1 and Z22 I2. So V1 and V2 are called independent variables and I1 and I2 are called dependent variables. The values of I1 and I2 does not depend on the remaining factors. So from these equations we can write the matrix. So the matrix for this one is V1 V2 equal to Z11 Z12 Z21, Z22 into I1, I2. From this equation, we are going to calculate Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. So to calculate Z11, first from the equations, to calculate Z1, I2 should be 0. When I2, how can you get I2 value 0? By open circuit the output port. If you open the output port, then I2 output current will be 0. Here the output current is I2. So when I2 equal to 0 means output port is open circuited. At that time, from equation 1, Z1 to I2 will be 0. So from that we are getting I1 equal to Z11 I1. So from this equation, Z11 equal to V1 by I1. So we know V1 by I1 is the formula for impedance. Here we have two ports, input port and output port. We are getting V1 by I1 at the input port. So that's why we are saying Z11 is called input impedance. So it is called input impedance at output current constant. So I2 equal to 0. It is called input impedance. Z11 equal to input impedance. Input impedance or open circuit impedance. Open circuit impedance. Why we are saying it is open circuit impedance? Because to get the Z11 value, we are keeping output current, that is I2 0. So I2 0 means when we are removing or we are opening the output terminal, then at that time we are getting output current I2 is 0. So Z11 is the input impedance or output circuit impedance. Now we are going to calculate Z12. To get the Z12 value, I1 should be 0. V1 equal to Z12 V2. From that, Z12 equal to V1 by I2. Here V1 by I2 means reverse transfer impedance. Reverse transfer impedance. Z12 equal to V1 by I2 at I1 is 0. It is called reverse transfer impedance, and it is also written as the ZRE. ZRE equal to V1 by I2. V1 by I2 at I1 is constant. Now when I2 equal to 0, at that time from the second equation we are getting V2 equal to Z21 I1. From this equation we have Z21 equal to V2 by I1. V2 by I1 is called forward impedance. Forward transfer impedance. So it is also written as Z forward means F. If it is in common emitter configuration, Z of E equal to V2 divided by I1 at I2 equal to 0. Now to calculate the Z22 when I1 equal to 0, calculate Z22 when I1 equal to 0. At that time from equation 2 we have V2 equal to Z2 to I2. From that equation we are getting Z22 equal to V2 by I2. So it is called output impedance V2 by I2, impedance at the output port. So it is called output impedance. Output impedance. So it is also written as ZOE. ZOE equal to V2 by I2 at I1 is 0. O indicates output impedance. Now we are going to see the Y parameters. In Y parameters, I1 and I2 is called independent parameters. Independent parameters, and V1, V2 is called dependent parameters. Dependent parameters. That means the value of I1 and I2 will depends on V1 and V2. But V1 and V2 are dependent variables. So here V1, write the equation for I1. I1 equal to here Z11 V1 plus Z12 V2. This is equation 1. And I2 equal to I1 equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2. To write the second equation, I2 equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. So these are the two equations for the Y parameters. I have one doubt. We know Y equal to 1 by Z. Already we have calculated the Z parameters, or we have write the equations for Z parameters. Now why are you going to calculate Y parameters? Y parameters after the high frequencies, Z parameters we can't calculate. That's why we are going to calculate Y parameters also. Okay. Now write the matrix for Y parameters. I1, I2 equal to Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22 into V1 into V2. Okay, this is the matrix for Y parameters. Now we have to calculate. Now calculate Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22 values. To calculate Z11 and Z12, Z21 and Z22 values, we are going to keep the voltages V1 and V2 zeros. Here to get the voltage value 0, we have to short circuit that. If you want to keep the input voltage V1 to be 0, at that time input port should be short circuit. To get the output voltage, that is V2 should be 0, output port should be short circuit. So here Y parameters is also called short circuit parameters. Z parameters are called open circuit parameters and impedance parameters. Here Y parameters are called admittance parameters, or another name for Y parameters are short circuit parameters. Why we are saying short circuit parameters? To get the Y parameter values, that is Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22, we are keeping voltages V1 and V2 0. To get the V2 values 0, V1 and V2 values 0, we should short circuit the input port to get V1 0, and to keep output port 0 to get the V2 value 0. So that's why we are calling, these are called short circuit parameters. Okay. Now calculate the Z11. To get the Z11 value, keep V1 equal to 0. V1 equal to 0. When V1 equal to 0, what is the equation? I1 equal to Y11 Y12 V2. First, take V2 equal to 0. When V2 equal to 0, then I1 equal to, from this, Y11 equal to I1 by V1. So I1 by V1 is admittance. So it is we are getting admittance at the input port. So it is called input admittance. Input admittance. It is also written as Y11 is also written as YI. Why we are saying YI? It is a input. We are getting this value at the input. That's why we are representing with YI. Okay? Input admittance, that is I1 by V1 at V2 0. V2 0 means output port should be short circuit. Okay? YI is the input admittance. Input admittance. Now we are going to calculate the Y12. To calculate Y12, where it is in the first equation, second part, Y12 equal to, we have Y12 value. So to get the Y12 value, V1 should be 0. So when V1 equal to 0, we have the equation I1 equal to Y12 V2. I1 equal to Y12 V2. From this equation, Y12 equal to I1 by V2. This is also the admittance equation, but it is called reverse admittance, reverse transfer admittance, because we have the admittance at the input current and output voltage. That's why we are saying it is reverse transfer admittance. It is also represented with YR or Y12 equal to I1 by V2 at V1 equal to 0 is called reverse transfer admittance. Reverse transfer admittance. Now we are going to calculate the Y21 value. To get the Y21 value from the second equation, V2 should be 0. Okay. When V2 equal to 0, at the time we get the equation I2 equal to Y21 V1. Okay. From this equation, Y21 equal to I2 by V1. So it is called HF. Y21 is called HF because it is called forward transfer admittance. Forward transfer admittance. So YF equal to I2 divided by V1 at V2 equal to 0. At V2 equal to 0. It is called forward transfer admittance. Okay. Now we are going to calculate Y22. To get the Y22 value, V1 should be 0. V1 equal to 0. At that time we have the equation, that is I2 equal to Y22 V2. Okay. From this equation, Y22 equal to I2 divided by V2. So Y22 is called output admittance. I2 by V2 means admittance at the output port. So it is called output admittance. That's why we are writing YO. H22 we can write it as YO equal to I2 divided by V2 at V1 equal to 0. So it is called output admittance. Output admittance. So what is the units for admittance? We know the units for admittance is equal to mhos. Am I correct? The units for admittance is mhos and the symbol for mhos is reverse of the ohms. Okay. So the units for impedance is ohms. The symbol for ohms is this one. So these are the units of Z parameters and Y parameters. Okay, why we are calculating Y parameters? At the high frequencies we can't calculate Z parameters. That's why we are going to calculate Y parameters again. Okay? Do you understand? Now we are going to see the H parameters. H parameters. It is also called hybrid parameters. Why we are saying hybrid parameters? What is meant by hybrid? It is a combination of different variables. That's why we are calling hybrid parameters. If you take the Z parameters, at that time we are taking voltage is independent and current is dependent. In the Y parameters, current is independent and voltage is dependent. But in H parameters, both voltage and current, that means V1 and I2 is called independent parameters. V1 and I2 is called independent. I1 and V2 is called dependent parameters. So in Z parameters, V1 and V2 is called independent parameters. I1 and I2 is called dependent parameters. If you consider Y parameters, I1 and I2 is called independent parameters. V1 and V2 is called dependent parameters. But if you see the H parameters, here both voltage and current is independent and voltage and current is dependent. And if you see the first equation, dependent parameters, here also both at the input port and output port is mixed. V1 is at the input port, I2 is at the output port. If you see the dependent parameters, here also voltage and current is there. Voltage is at the port 1 and input current is at the port 1 and voltage is at the port 2. So we have different values and different variables. That's why we are saying H parameters. H means hybrid parameters. Okay? Do you have any doubt? Okay. Now we are going to write the equation for H parameters. So write the equation V1 equal to independent parameters. V1 equal, so V1 should be independent and remaining factors. So V1 equal to H11 I1. Here dependent parameter is I1. So V1 equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. H12 V2. Second dependent parameter is V2. This is equation 1. Now write the second equation, that is independent parameters is V2. V2 equal to H11 I1 plus H22 V2. These are the equations for hybrid parameters. Now we have to write the matrix for H parameters. So the matrix for H parameters is V1 I2 equal to H11 H12 H21 H22 into I1 and V2. So this is the matrix for H parameters. Now we have to calculate the H11, H12, H21 and H22. To calculate H11, I1 should be 0. So to calculate H11, what is the value? We have the equation V1 equal to H11 I1. So to get the H11 value, V2 should be 0. So when V2 equal to 0, V2 0 means how can you keep V2 equal to 0? Output port should be short circuit. Okay? Output port short circuit. If the port is short circuit, at that time output voltage will be 0. So when V2 equal to 0, we have V1 equal to H11 I1. From this equation, H11 equal to V1 by I1. So we know V1 by I1 is the formula for impedance. We are getting this impedance at the input port. So that's why we are calling input impedance. So it is HIE. If you consider this for the common emitter configuration, it can be written as HIE. Or if you consider this for the common base configuration, you can written as HIB. If you consider for the common collector, it can be written as HIC. Now here I am considering common emitter configuration. That's why I wrote HIE equal to V1 by I1 at V2 equal to 0. This is called input impedance. Input impedance. Now calculate H12. To get the H12 equal to 0, I1 should be 0. Am I correct? To get the H12 value, I1 should be 0. Then first write when I1 equal to 0, then we have the equation V1 equal to H1 to V2. Am I correct? V1 equal to H1 to V2. From this equation, I can write H12 equal to V1 by V2. So what is the formula for gain or voltage gain? The formula for voltage gain is output voltage by input voltage. But here we are getting the ratio input voltage by output voltage. So it is the reverse transfer voltage gain. It is written as reverse transfer voltage gain because we are getting reverse voltage gain. Am I correct? If you get V2 by V1, that is called forward voltage gain. But here we are getting V1 by V2. So it is written as reverse voltage transfer voltage gain. Okay, or it can be simply written as reverse voltage gain. So to represent reverse, we are writing R in common emitter configuration. HRE equal to V1 by V2 at I1 equal to 0. This is called reverse transfer voltage gain. Reverse transfer voltage gain. gain. Do you have any doubt? I think you understand. Okay? Now I am going to calculate H21. To get the H21 value, sorry, this is the H21. To get the H21 value, V2 should be 0. When V2 equal to 0, we are getting I2 equal to, if V2 equal to 0, I2 equal to H21 I1. From this equation, H21 equal to I2 divided by I1. Here I2 is output current and I1 is input current. So current at the port 2 and current at the port 1. So it is the formula for current gain. Okay, this is the formula for current gain. It is in the proper order. So the general equation for current gain. So it is also known as the forward current gain. Forward transfer current gain. So it is written as HFE equal to H21 equal to I2 by I1 H V2 equal to 0. This is called forward. Here F means represent forward. Forward transfer current gain. So here the units for current, is there any units for gain? The units for gain is no units, that means I2 units is milliamps and I1 is units is also amps. So amps gets cancelled, so HFE is dimensionless. We don't have any units for current gain. Okay? Forward transfer current gain. Now I am going to calculate H22. To calculate H22, I1 should be 0. When I1 equal to 0. If I1 equal to 0, then the equation I2 equal, second equation, I2 will equal to H22 V2. From this equation, H22 equal to I2 by V2. So this is the formula for admittance. Am I correct? I2 by current by voltage. This current is at the port 2 and voltage is also at the port 2. So this is called output admittance because we are getting admittance at the output port. So it is called output admittance. So what are the units for admittance? The units for admittance is mhos. If you see the H11, that is input impedance. Here the units for impedance is ohms. Okay? Here the units for impedance is ohms and the units for admittance is mhos, and there is no units for voltage gain and current gain. Now we can write H22 as HOE. Here ohm is admittance. So HOE equal to I2 divided by V2 at I1 equal to 0. Okay, it is called output admittance. Output admittance. Okay, so the units for input impedance is, what are the units? Ohms. The symbol is this one, and the symbol units for admittance is mhos. The symbol for this one is reverse of ohms. Okay, the units for current gain is there is no units. Here also there is no units because gain has no units. It is dimensionless.